Well, good morning to you. Welcome back to Shaving with Fuzzy. I'm Fuzzy. How y'all? So, made it to Friday morning, off the weekends. Alright, nothing wrong with that. But, I couldn't talk myself into getting out of bed and going hunting this morning. So, yeah, I don't know. Got a good cup of, Cafe Bustelo here. One of my bigger cups. See, size of my head there. Cafe Bustelo to get rolling. And so we're going to see how it goes. So I've noticed that a lot of people like seeing the older razors in use, which is great because I like using the older razor. Works out. So today, I think I've done a couple of videos with this one, but we're going to use the old Schick B here, the repeating magazine thingy they had, and these were pretty neat. You turn the head sideways so that it lined up with the barrel, and if this one's not frozen up, which it may be, and then you would have a magazine of blades in. You would pull the bottom out, and when you pushed them up, you would push a new blade in. And it was pretty neat design for the time. It really was. They made several different models. This is the B1. I used to have, you know how that goes, an A model, and it had a really similar head to it, a round aluminum body. This is a silver plated body, which, as you can see, I need to shine back up. I did that right after I got it, but I tend to leave patina on things. I kind of like to see like they're being used in the patina. So with this one, I hand load the blades in. When I put a new blade in, it's not difficult. And it's an extremely nice shaving razor. It's just really, it's a little bit different finding the angle with this head, but it's not overly difficult. It falls back on your, like we say all the time, your technique. Once you have technique down, then you make those little adjustments as you go. You normally don't even think about it, but it's a really nice shaving little razor that I really enjoy, that I'm happy that I have. So let's start from the back again. We're going to use Citrus Musk today. I like the Citrus Musk. It is a nice scent, nice barbershop-y type scent, I would call it. I'm going to use the Semogue 208. This was sent to me, actually, Porto, in Portugal. And when he sent it, this is one that was no longer being made, and it was not used, and I had to choose between keeping it put up because it was no longer in production, or using it. Took about that long. I use them. And it's a really nice little brush. It's got a nice feeling handle. It's the Semogue boar bristles, and it's been a really good brush. I'm really happy to have it. Now, I don't use it as often as some of the others because I've got 20 brushes up here on the sink usually, but it is definitely a good one. So to stick with our RazoRock theme from the last one, we're going to use the Tabacco #1 in RazoRock here. Now it twists me off just a little bit when someone starts talking about the tobacco scent here, and they come up with, oh, there's just like a great tobacco store. It's like, no, it don't. That proves that you either can't smell, or you're not using this stuff, or you're just trying to wax poetic, or whatever you want to call it. It's a floral scent. Maybe the tobacco flower. I don't know. I did some work in Tennessee, but it was in wintertime driving a truck for a cotton gin, and the tobacco plants weren't blooming, so not Tennessee, it's North Carolina, excuse me. And but it's definitely a floral scent. It is a very nice floral scent. I like it. It's not girly, and yeah, it's nice, and it's also a really good soap. I should use this stuff more. But anyway, so if you're using the RazoRock or a tobacco scent like this, and you're hollering about how it smells like your favorite, cigar shop, tell your cigar shop to move out of the florist shop and get their own building. I've been in a lot of cigar shops, and none of them smell like flowers to me. Maybe I'm the one that can't smell. Didn't think about that. Maybe that's what the issue is, but I don't think so. I think the issue is everybody else. Speaking of everybody else, and this man, if this is you, work on this for me. Why is it that I send a text and I get a phone call back. If I'm sending a text, although I just use one finger because I'm not good enough to use two fingers, that's probably because I don't want to talk on the phone. I don't ever want to really talk on the phone that much at all. I try to avoid it as much as I can. But it seems like you send a text and you get a bounce back, just a phone call. It's like, I sent a text, you know. What's up with that? I don't know. I'm kind of a text fiend though for an old guy. I'm telling you. I like to text. Ever since I got my first little flip phone that would send text. Probably should get a flip phone back. These smartphones are just, they're getting crazy. I've got a little old Samsung J3. Does everything I need to do, and then some. Matter of fact, you're watching me on it right now. I use it to do all my videos and text and keep up with this, that, and the other, and it does it great. Cost me under 300 bucks. Keep your iPhones and your big fancy Samsungs. I'll keep my J3. Alright, so we loaded up some soap there. You notice it doesn't take very long to get a lot of soap on the old brush there. And if you're a fan of soap scents, the tobacco scent is very nice. And it's strong enough to smell. Of course, it doesn't matter because quicker we wash everything off, we're going to splash on aftershave. And scent has nothing to do with performance. But I understand, as I say in most videos, that, you know, if you enjoy it and it enhances your experience, then it's worth it for you. You pay attention to the scents. That's great. I like a good scent. I just don't dislike soaps because they don't have a scent. You know, the old Colgate soaps and old Williams soaps and things of this nature, they don't really have a strong scent, and they're still really good soaps. Vintage Old Spice. Although I've come to the conclusion from talking with people, not my conclusion, I'm picking this up from other people, that Old Spice never was what you would consider a top quality soap. It was, you know, it was like Colgate and the Williams. It was a good soap, and it was mass produced, and now that it's gone out and we're all nostalgic about it. So, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all. But these soaps that don't have a whole lot of scent, not a real big problem. Oh, that's good coffee. Good big mug of coffee to get the day started. So here we go with the B. This is just a, if I remember correctly, a Personna blade. I get these from Andrew Shave Shop. Here we talk about it before. And that's good blades. There are some people that are getting the Schick, I think it's Schick, the B20 blades or whatever, that are meant, that don't have the key on the magazine, and they're meant for the more modern stuff, and then they cross load them into one of these magazines and whatever. Knock it out if that's what you like. I don't see any need in it. These Personas are sharp. People talk about their wire bristles, whiskers, and I'm sitting there thinking it's hair. I realize there are lighter and heavier beards, just like there's lighter and heavier hair. I have lighter, mostly because it's all falling out. But anyway it goes, it's still hair and a sharp blade to cut it. So, you know, I don't know. I have far from light beard. And as you get older, you get the gray hairs in there, and they're pretty tough. They get pretty stiff. Make sure we get all the soap rinsed out of there. All right, there we go with first pass. Thing looking good. This razor is just, it's actually a pleasure to use. I like, I need to get a C, one of the C models. They're open comb, and that just looks so cool. And I've never found one at a price I wanted to pay. I ran across this B and picked it up. It was at a decent price, and it cleaned up really well. The leather holder that it came in, pretty rough shape, but all right, I'll get back with you. And but the razor itself was in really good shape. Real happy about that. I don't remember exactly what I paid, but under 40 bucks as I recall. I don't think that's such a bad thing. We'll come across with our across the grain here. Hold up for a sip of coffee. Yeah, I know I'm noisy drinking coffee. I don't think that's such a bad thing. So with our sink of water here, we can swish our razor and be sure that we got all the soap out of it. When you use an injector razor, it may be a good idea to thin your lather down a little bit more than you would with some other razors. I will be right back to you. Those people make money. It's persistent. Calling, I don't answer in 2 seconds. Let's call back in 5. Anyway. I'm not married to my phone. I always feel I have to answer it every time it rings. Now, this particular person calling is important. I'll get back to him, but it's going to wait till after shave. All right, here we go again. Good little cross angle here. So, you know, then you lather out just a little bit maybe with some of these injector razors, especially if you're using a twin blade. One of the razors that use the, I've got some twinjector twins, and the M and the Hussey and the Deb, they'll use twin blades, especially the H1, the Hussey we call it, shines with twin blades. I'll get a shave in with that one before too long. It's been a while since I've done a shave with those. People seem to like to see those in action too. But you may, and with a twin, no matter what you do, you're obviously going to end up rinsing more. I don't think it's an issue, and I think it is well worth the time. It's like using carbon steel single edge blades and drying them off between use. It's an extra little step, takes a few minutes, but you know, I think using the carbon steel blade, that it's worth it. Just my thoughts. Alrighty, well, once again, for the 3rd or 4th shave in a row, I forgot to refill my sink top bottle here, so we'll get it straight out of the big bottle. Not a real big deal. Good feeling shave. A little bit rough along the jawline for some reason. I must have been talking, not paying attention to my angle as I came down, because right around you can feel. Can't see anything. I mean, it's a close shave, but with the witch hazel on, you can feel that that's going to have a little touch up. So we'll come over here and we'll come down those jaw lines and get the corner of the goatee here. I don't like those rough. Don't like a rough edge around the goatee. And we'll get across here a little bit under the neck. Oh yeah, that clean those up in 2 passes. Aha. Little touch up there, that old Adam's apple there. And we'll get in front of the ear over here. It's always a good place to pick up a few stray whiskers. Beautiful. There we go. That's all it takes sometimes, is to go through and take a little extra step there. But then again, even when it don't need it, we go through and do a little extra step, because it's called a routine. And old guys like me like our routines. I'm a solid ISTJ, if anybody's interested and have ever dealt with any of that. That's me. Alrighty then, there we go. So, nice shave to start our Friday with. Actually, it's mid-morning Friday by now. I'm lazy around in bed this morning. What the heck, I'm off the weekends, why not? Hey, I like it. I like it a lot, you know, peas and carrots a lot. So we're going to blast out and go do a few things. I think some of the guys are working on the ceiling at the church today. I'm going to go by maybe and see if I can help out with some of that. And then tonight, tonight I'm going to go see my cousin's movie. You know, they remade The Grinch. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. So anyway, I'm going to go see that tonight. So anyhow, there we go. All cleaned up for today. Smelling good with the citrus musk. This is definitely what I would classify as a barbershop. Of course, barbershop scents are subjective. What I think is a barbershop scent, you might not, or vice versa. But most people, most traditional wet shavers, the clubman, and that of course goes for the luxury coachman, stuff like the citrus musk and clubman musk and things of that nature, those are barbershop scents to them, and this definitely, in my opinion, falls into it. So y'all have a great day. I'm going to have a great day. I woke up this morning. Doesn't get much better than that. And we'll see y'all next time. Come over and see us. You know, originalsafety2.com. Can't do a video with an injector razor without mentioning Toast, because that's where it's at if you want to come over. And I promise people over at Toast, I will be right back with you. I will catch up today at Toast. I'm a little behind. Probably the shaved in too. So y'all have a great day. Happy shaves to you. Come back and see us again next time. Drink lots of coffee. And, you know, there you go. Have a good one. Bye.